Hello everyone! So in today's video I thought I would show you through some of the pots that I've made. So they're from a few months, so some of them are a bit older, some of them a bit wobbly, and others of them are alright. But I thought it'd be interesting to see what I made and basically just show you some of the art I made. So I hope you enjoy the video, and it will be going into landscape in a minute. So I thought I'd start off the video by showing this bear pot I made at the beginning of the process. And I thought it was pretty cute. I really went for like the terracotta clay colour because I thought obviously a brown bear, that makes sense to use terracotta clay, and then I don't have to paint it as much. But as you can see, the bottom comes out a bit, and I just think that adds to his character so much more. So of course with this bear I made it on the wheel, and then I trimmed it at the bottom and sculpted on the nose and the ears. And then later I was able to paint on the little eyes to make a little smiley face, and then varnish it so that it was safe and can be used for plants. Next up I have this hedgehog pot I made, and again with the terracotta clay. I mean, I did start with grey clay and then I've worked to terracotta clay because I actually got it for free, the clay, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to take it, I'm going to use it. And I really went with the brown theme again because obviously hedgehogs are brown, unless obviously they're albino, but this one isn't. So what I've done is I've just painted on the spikes in sort of like a dagger-like way, and then I've attached the nose and painted on the eyes and the little nose as well. So when I was showing people this pot, of course a lot of people liked it, and I thought, well, I'm not too sure about the design of it, so I had to make another one. Instead I made the spikes a bit more triangle to show off the spikes, and then of course again with the smiley eyes, but he's a bit smaller than the other one because obviously still working on the old journey, but I really like him. I think this design is better for the hedgehog because the spikes just look, well, more like a hedgehog, but honestly I mean everyone each their own. And I didn't do the spikes in black like I did for the other one, I did them in brown instead. Keeping on the old nature theme, of course, I did a robin. So I wasn't too sure whether to attach the head and sculpt it on, but I thought maybe it'd be too much weight for the front of it. So instead I painted it on a little robin face. Of course, again, when I had made the robin, I had to make another one, but this time I made him smaller and into a little candle, so he's got a lovely scent to him. I mean, I just took him out of his wrapping and honestly he just smells amazing. So this was after I had experimented with the candle varnish and realised that actually did work, so thank goodness for that. But he's got a little safety sticker on the bottom as well, upside down, so that obviously you have to do that when you make candles, but he's just so cute. And I scented him Christmas Spice, I believe it was called, because at the time it was the festive season, which is probably why I was thinking of robins at the time, but he honestly just smells amazing. On the topic of experimenting with clay, of course I had to experiment and make a little night scene into a tea light holder, which is why I poked all these little holes in, so some are smaller holes and some are bigger holes. Honestly, I love the colours that have gone into this. I know the pot itself isn't perfectly shaped, but I just love this pot so much. The gold, I love how it sparkles on the clay. I mean, I prefer it compared to the white, to be honest. I mean, maybe next time I'll do all gold, or maybe one that's all white as well. But I've done some smaller holes with the smaller stars and then bigger holes, and then dotted some around just to put a tea light on. And I just love the colour of the blue as well, because I mixed 3 different shades of blue and I sort of feathered it on with a paintbrush. But I just think like, I just love this, like the colours that come out for this tea light holder. And of course, if you know me, you know I love penguins, so I had to make penguin pots. And obviously I'm not going to show you all the penguin pots I have because there's quite a few, but I will show you 2 of them. So this one is the darker blue. Unfortunately the camera isn't picking it up very well, it looks more black, but I do also have a black one as well. So you've got a darker blue one and a black one, and I just dotted the eyes with a bit of white in it to add accent to it. But I just think they're so cute. You might be able to see more now the different colours of it. So obviously, again, this pot is alright, but this one at the back, it just rises up slightly. So I didn't quite get that right, but honestly, I still think they're really cute. And now we're going right before the Christmas season with, of course, Halloween. I completely forgot about this candle pot I made. I basically reused some of the candle, and I'll probably save this for myself, to be honest, because again, it smells amazing. But I love the blend of yellow and orange in it to create all these little bats around it. It's quite a sweet smelling candle, but honestly, I think I might actually burn this for this October because I just love this pot, and I can reuse the pot after the candle's been burnt as well. But honestly, whether I should make some more of these, you know, let me know. Of course, with one candle pot has to come another one, and this is my little fox one that I made. So these ones are more recent, so you might actually see them on my channel and how I made them. But honestly, I think this is one of my favourite candle pots. No offence to the others, they're all great. But I just love an animal being a candle, because after you burn it down, you can just use the pot for whatever you want. But yeah, I just love this candle pot, and I just love a fox. And of course, with one fox comes another fox. And here he is, the other fox, but this one is a pot instead of a candle. And again, I just love the fox as well. I think I might have to make some more foxes. I mean, as you can tell, I obviously go through stages of animals because I just love them, and then I'm like, oh, I need to create more and more and more of them. Obviously. Keeping on the orange theme is my tiger pot, which I also really, really love. I mean, I'd be kind of rude if I didn't love them, to be honest, after all the work I put in them, but I love how he looks. And I made another tiger pot before, but it just reminds me of like Robin Hood for some reason. If anyone's seen the cartoon, the Disney one, it gives me that sort of vibe, and I have no idea why. But honestly, it took ages to do the stripes, but I love the way he looks in the end. And of course, I had to carry out the stripes on the inside so they go all the way through this lovely little pot. Next up is my Highland cow pot, which I normally pair up with the tiger pot, probably because I made them together. But I honestly love this pot as well. And he's so, like, I just love him. Of course, I kept the painting to a minimal with this pot, and I textured the fur on it instead of painting it on, so you can feel all the textures in the fur, and painted the horns instead and attached the little nose, the little horns and the ears just behind the horns. But yeah, I think this is possibly one of the favourites. One of, I mean, I obviously like a lot of them. Of course, with one candle comes another, and it is my little mouse candle. And as you can see, he's got little yellow whiskers that sort of shine in the light. You need to like get him in a certain direction. Pink little nose, little eyes and little ears. And with him comes his little buddy, my little bear candle, which of course looks like the other bear pot I made. But they don't actually come together. It's just, again, I made them together, so that's all I can think of. And of course, this lovely little bear is soy wax in the middle and scented lavender, so again, a really nice smell. I haven't cleaned up his nose yet. I mean, that is long overdue. I've obviously been keeping these put away, and then I'm like, I will sort that out when I get to it, and then I don't. And now we are zooming off the animal scene and have a little mushroom pot. Of course, I went for the classic style of the red top and the white bottom, but again, he is made from terracotta clay and just a little pot. And not on an animal theme, surprisingly. I mean, I do love my animals, but I have another pot after this, or another candle I should say after this, that is also not based on an animal. We have zoomed off all the themes again and back to Christmas, because of course I had to include this Santa candle because it took me so long to make, and I do really, really like it. Obviously I made this around Christmas. I'm not just making random Christmas stuff, although sometimes it can be tempting, not gonna lie. But yeah, of course I had to include him as well because of how much time he's taken me. Of course, I've got some more pots drying and just need to wait until they are fully dry to paint them and decorate them. So I'm hoping I can post that next week so you can see some more of the pots I created. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you liked all the little pots that I've made. There are a few different ranges of pots that I've made, but I hope that you did enjoy this video. I mean, as you can tell, my mind obviously goes everywhere, and depending on the season it will go and centre on that probably. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Bye!